Hello, Kerbal, and welcome to my multiplayer server. Haha, dark multiplayer. Okay, so I've started this server up. This is more of an experiment. I have one friend already joined. I'm going to add another person to it. He already knows about this. I'm wondering who else I could add to this. Any of you guys, well, I don't mean you guys, I mean, what do I mean to say, is that I want to add some more people. I've got 5 slots in here. I'm not going to add just to anyone, so if you're watching this video, don't just ask unless you are one of my friends. This is just going to be a test. Well, if you think you can, I would like some reputable people joining. It's not going to be KSP for war. It's going to be KSP for actually playing rocket things. I've got no mods installed, which will be sort of let me start my timer, which will be sort of just, you know, going around destroying each other, having wars. You can have a bit of fun, so like missions together. As I said, this is a test because I would love to KSP to be fully multiplayer. Now while we're doing that, let's connect because the starting music has stopped. Have we got 17 vessels for the time being? Nobody's on at the moment except me. And I've been we have a mission planned. I may do a video on that. Ooh, look, and we've got some mods. Kerbal side mod, so we can have multiple launch places. Anyway, back to what I was trying to say is, if you think you got the right stuff, as you would call it, to join, say so. If you got a YouTube channel, you know, at the moment I've got one friend joined. He invited me to his Minecraft server, so I invited him to this server. I have another person in mind to join. As I said, I'd rather people I know join at the moment, or I think are, you know, would be good to join. So if you think so, leave in the comments below. If you got a YouTube channel, I'll check that out. I'm more concentrated on the building aspect of this. We can do multiplayer. In fact, let me show you something nice and interesting. Okay, TNSS, the Two Nations Space Station. Yes, my friend is from another country. I'm from Wales. I'll leave the rest to your imagination for the time being. But for now, let's show you what we've built. It's not that much at the moment. As I said, this is testing. We were online together at one point, and we tested docking to each other. Things didn't explode, so that's good. That's good news. Ah yes, and because this is quite large at the moment, or at least my computer is running at 5 frames per second, and that glitch keeps on appearing where the fairing disappears. Oh, never mind. Okay, what we've got here is the core, multi-docking ports, the escape craft, because I used this in my Mining the Mun missions, where I've docked that to, I think this is the Mun space station. It's overpowered, that probably could get to the Mun and back. As an escape system from a space station, that's quite odd, but it'll suffice. We've got some science bays, some storage container, which I don't think we've got anything on there. We'd have to supply that at some point. We've got some fuel as well. And where is it? Oh, wait a minute. No, that is it. That is the docking. Is that the fuel? I'm lost here. I think that is the probe core that docks everything across. I thought there was a fuel thing added to this. Oh, wait a minute, I'm missing it. There it is. No, that is the fuel. This is the probe that docked everything across. I used that to dock these onto the space station. Or did I? Can't remember. Anyway, that is our space station we've done together. We built that. it gets a bit laggy, so we decided to leave that at the time being. And we planned to do another mission. We'll get to that at some point. You can see the clock showing red, which is saying that the physics isn't calculated within a timely manner. But what I want to do is, if we go back to the Space Center, is I want to build a Kerbal village. And not just any Kerbal village. I want to build a Kerbal village on Minmus. So I'm going to do that. Reminds me that I have to do something for my YouTube special 2000 sub. So this is off the cuff, everything. I haven't planned anything at all. All that popped into my head, I wanted a Kerbal village. So let's go start building that, I think. We have, if you're going to have a village, we'll have to have this as the main. You know, every Kerbal house has to have a nice viewport. This is the living room area. Everyone will dine in there. Okay, is it in science? Yes, it is. The mobile processing lab. I suppose that's a nice large house. Several. How many can that? Oh, we have inventory now. That must have been added. Ah, I never knew that. That's awesome. Okay, so while we're trying to think of what else to do, I suppose what I could do is add some landing legs. Now, how would these... Okay, yeah, something like that. I'd just have to shimmy that over a bit. Whoops. X. And I should be building this in the space plane higher. Whoops. Okay, that to be sort of like a simple, basic house. Obviously, we need some way to land this. Okay, so that would be a basic house. We also have, if I know where it is, and I may not, so... Okay. It must be in utility. Keep an eye out for it. We've got the hitchhiker pod, which is the same size as that. And, oh yes, village. Why did I say village? Well, I'm fed up with the term base. Base says that it's a place for functionality. And the reason I decided to build a village is because it's where Kerbals would live. You know, they'd go there. Oh, that's why now. Ah, I was looking for some... Sorry, I was looking for the new Mark 1, sort of like the hitchhiker pod, seating arrangement thingy-majiggy. Lost of words here. No, what I was thinking of doing was adding the Mark 1, and it's quite a small one. Module, you could use the sort of like command port Mark 1 size, but it's in version 1.0.5. How thing it is. Okay, so what I want to do is a simple line. Let's check the center of mass here. Let's shift that center of mass over a bit. Too small. Okay, not good. So let's put the fuel tank here. Okay, center mass is there. And let's flip up. That's right. That's my sound for rotating parts. Yes, ignore me for the time being. Okay, let's put center lift on. This will help us build. We could either use the larger rocket engines, but no. Let's see what we get with these. Bum, bum, down. Okay, control copy. Can't I copy them? Oh, you pressed the wrong key, that's why. Okay, where am I going to put this? That would be the place to put it. Center mass, center of lift. Okay. I don't trust that at all. Obviously. But that's pretty close. What we need. Okay, that'll be sort of a landing, and we're not an atmosphere. We want. This is going to the Minmus. And as you can see, we have enough thrust to weight ratio. Okay. Okay. I have a feeling I'd want to add a fuel deck to it. Okay, but now that I'm losing the train of thought, let's add MechJeb. Only want one of him. Why MechJeb? Why not? I want to make this simple on myself so we don't lose any thing. It makes it easier. MechJeb can land for us. Although I'd prefer to do the first landing myself. But MechJeb can get us there. Okay, let's build our launcher. And I believe... Yes, I have my launchers from my Mine of the Man operation. Right, that gives us, yeah, plenty. I'm not sure if MechJeb can handle this rocket. I'm going to give it a go. We can watch it on camera and see if any hilarity ensues. Oh, but yeah, I'll have to do... If I'm going to use them for landing, I'm going to have something that's pointing up in that direction. Something to control from, because if you control from this, that'll be the forward position when you're trying to land sideways. That's not good. So if you do have something like that, I have to have, yeah, there you go, radial bond. Let's put that there, and we can put a probe core on there. Now, let's put that on there. Zoom into it because I want to make sure that it's the right way up. If it's upside down, yeah, it's the right way up. Ooh, almost forgot. Power. Okay, there's a lot we could do with this game. With this save, I've got plenty of mods on here. I've got Infernal Robotics mod, powered hinges and all that. Think of the things we could do with that. Suggestions would be helpful. That would be awesome. Alright, right. I'm losing everything here. It's almost bedtime for me, so yeah, go to bed soon. Even I go to bed. Alright, yes, I want a satellite dish. I want solar panels. That's what I was thinking of, solar panels. Yeah, let's have some opening solar lighting panels. 2 of them on there. And what else do we need? I suppose a battery, because orbit of Minmus is slow. The rotation is slow, I believe, as well. So during the night time, we would have low power at some point. So put 2 batteries there. And I'm going to pretend that it really needs thermal controls, because it's going to get hot during the sun on Sundays. Let's put them there. Okay, I think that's us done. and we'll call this Home 1. And I'm going to empty the Kerbals out for the time being. It's because I want the Kerbals to be delivered once everything is ready. Right, let's make sure the staging is correct, and I'll be with you on the launch pad, and we'll go on our way. Right back we are, and well, let's get into orbit. As I said, I'll be using MechJeb for most of this because why not? Okay, let's get this into orbit. Limit that. I want to limit that to 3 because turning this rocket too quickly will set us out of control. Send path. Let's start turning as early as possible. And we're ready to go. Launch. Whoa. A little bit of a wobble by here. I forgot to disengage the force roll. Let's see if we can rotate it slowly as we're launching. MechJeb is launching up. Okay. That's good. Right, it looks like the 2 fuel engines are going to go first. So let's... Whoa. Okay. Haha, we're out of control. I like how MechJeb is thrust in towards the ground. Disengage autopilot. Now let's destroy everything. Alright, I'm gonna avert the flight to launch. I may have to do this manually, so happy days. Our first launch failure on the server. Probably not our first. I think I've messed up a few, but they were tests. Okay, are we loading? Yes, we are. Okay, let's engage SAS. Full thrust. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to do this manually. I suppose it gives us something to do. I was going to use this to talk and everything, but never mind. Right, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to have to use Kerbal Engineer. I'll reduce our thrust, because otherwise we're going to overburn. That's why I was having problems. I haven't added Earl fins to this. Let me go back to the VAB, redo this, and we'll be back and launch this up. Okay, I've added aerodynamic wings. Let's restage this again. And also I've added a reaction wheel. Okay, so let's try this again. See if this time we can get away into orbit. Everything fine? Yes, let's give it a go. If this doesn't work, I suppose I can come back and retry this. Another time, perhaps. Okay, so if I go to the map, I can show you one of the mods I've got. Just double click on Kirby. Yee, look at all that. Now, I used this in a previous game before, of Kerbal Space Program. You have multiple launch sites. Some of them you can only fly planes on, some of them you can only launch rockets from, some of them you can do both. You have North Pole. Perhaps we could do a thing in this where we go to visit each base in turn at some point. That would be fun. And because this is just going to be my first project, build a base. Okay, the first stage has separated correctly. So our G-forces, thrust to weight ratio is going high. I said to limit to terminal velocity, which must be quite high up here. We're getting thermal dynamics as well now. Now, that's not going to be good. So yeah, I don't know what all this is. Well, it must be some kind of air race. First off, I thought there's a bug with a mod, but I think it's some kind of air race, some kind of air track. It looks like what you'd have with Red Bull air races. As the other mods, I've also got robotics mod, where you can add. The reason why I added that, it gives you control, and you can add unique structures. They're not separated. Don't hit the rocket! Don't hit the rocket! Go! So let me know what else we can do. But this video is going on quite long. Well, I wanted this video to be 20 minutes, just an introduction, launch this, land this on Minmus, and in away from the camera I could add more onto it. I'll tell you what, as soon as we get into space music, I'll do a skip and hop until we get to Minmus. I'm not sure why I'm doing like this. I expect I'm just doing this because it's a bit of fun at the moment. I just wanted to introduce you guys to it. Because this Dark Multiplayer is an awesome mod. It allows you to do a lot with a lot of people. Interactions may not be as good. We're going to test it out on a mission at some point. Oh, we're in space. Let's get rid of that. And wait for the burn. Anyway, I'll meet you as we're on our way to Minmus. Well guys, here we are at Minmus. As soon as MechJeb has got us into orbit, I suppose we have to choose a place of landing. And also, still people may be asking why I decided to... Let's go to map view. Why I've decided to do what you call a village on the Minmus. Well, that looks like a nice little spot to land, I think. Well, the reason is... I could say Kerbal Space Program is the equivalent space version of... Let's pick let's go here. Okay. Let's decouple there. Don't worry about space junk on the server, it should be deleted. And land at target. Ooh. Abort land. Control from here. Land at target. Okay, now that this should be orientating us for our landing. Well, I wanted to treat this a bit like Minecraft, but not completely. What I want to do is do Kerbal missions, but then add a slight aspect of creativity as you would have in Minecraft. Now in Minecraft, which I'm currently playing by the way, on a server, which I have to get to because I need a load of sand for my glass building. But I want to not just have adventures in Kerbal Space Program, but also have something that I could show off a creative side, I suppose. Now, I do have other or shows in Kerbal Space Program that I could use, but I'm not entirely sure how to go about it. I've got tutorials going up. I've got them. The asteroid base tutorial, I was planning on only doing 4 of them. I've done 3 so far. I'm wondering what to do next. Obviously the habitat, someone wants to add engines to it. I'm trying to work out a creative way of doing that. So do them both at the same time. But with this, we've got the chance of getting a group of people together, even if it's a small group, and having us just not just mess around, but work together, work to a goal, perhaps. This at the moment is building a village on Minmus is just a bit of fun, an introduction to the server. So this won't be the ultimate goal. I did plan on doing things like mini games in this. Perhaps I could add the football mod to this from squad, and just we could have a game of football. But things happen in this. Kerbals glitch out a bit. They jump around a bit while observing each other. And if someone has a high lag on the game, say like someone in another country, the lag is going to be quite high and probably not so realistically playing. Oh no, it's worse than Minecraft. Put it that way. Now, hopefully, I'm gonna manually engage the landing gear because my jet hasn't so far. We're great for fuel, so nothing to worry about here. So I'm going to continue, I suppose, with this. Not a base. It's not a base. It's not a base. I almost called it a base. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this village. Some simple pods like this. I'm going to be a bit more inventive than this one. This is just something simple I throw together for this. And then I suppose I'd do another video when I'm bringing all the Kerbals here that are going to be living in the village. That's an idea. Right, guys. I know how to rename Kerbals in the Kerbal Space Program. If you want your name in this village, put it in the comments below. And it could be your YouTube name. I suggest you use your YouTube name or username, or perhaps if you want me to add an unusual name, just give that into the comments. Just to add Kerbal name to village, or no, let's think of this. I need to filter it through the comments, I suppose. Put Kerbal village, and then follow that by the name. Just Kerbal village space the name that you want to add to the Kerbal. Now, if you're going to put, say, like Dr. Mud, I have no idea, no reason, Dr. Mud. I have no idea if it is actual someone's name or username or whatever. It just came to me randomly. Okay, so whatever you choose. Oh, that was a lovely landing. Let's extend these. I made a boo-boo. It's front heavy. Let's gauge the SAS. Luckily, I've got Kerbal attachment system mod on this. What I'll do is I'll get one of the Kerbals up here once they're here to fix it. Okay, let's extend that as well, so they can get satellite TV as well. That's going to clip the probe core. Yes, there's little things like that I'm going to have to work out. I should have pressed strut there and then put the antenna on top of it and angled it. That would have been a sensible thing to do. Okay. Oh, you've got an idea. I know it's cheating. Misc editor. No. Ship lander, no. Oh, where is it? I'm sure where is it, Misc tools? Ah, yes, sorry. Ding. Reduce that. Switch off the SAS. Now, in all intents and purposes, we've dumped all the fuel, and now that is stable. Yes. Simple fixes. Okay, that's just installed. This hyper edit was for little things like that. Okay, so next, I suppose, add your Kerbal names. I will delete Kerman off the end of the names unless you want me to add it, put sort of like SpongeBob Kermin. Just pick Kerbal Village as one word if you want, or two, yeah, one word. Pick Kerbal Village as one word, add your name, and I'll add you to the Kerbal Village. Add your name, yeah, and simple as that. Okay, that's our first house. I'm not sure who's going to live there, but I'm going to make the other houses a bit better, I suppose. How would the Kerbal house be? I'm going to have to try and do a bit more inventive. Okay guys, so add your name to the comments if you want to be in this Kerbal village. I'll probably have about, I don't know, 6 houses sound enough? There'll be a small lit community. I may put 10 up there if I have time. Oh, we'll see what happens. All I can say at the moment is I'm Orbiter. Trust me, I'm an engineer. See you guys.